Alright, what's up guys? So I'm up at the Pigeon Tower, Rivington Pike, to start a paranormal investigation. I was meaning to do a solo vigil, but luckily for me, I've run into 3 people. So, I like having people up here. What are your names?
I'm Abby.
Hi Abby.
I'm Naima.
Hi Naima.
I'm Finn.
Hi Finn. Right, so what I'm going to do, it's a bit windy up here, so I'm going to go down them steps, probably where you've just come from, and just do a little paranormal. I've got in my pocket an EMF meter. I always get things mixed up, but the EMF meter and a radio that scans, so when we get a bit further down and it's not as windy, we'll just put them on and see if we get any voices coming through. So we'll have a walk down, alright? I'll just tell the story of, we'll put this on YouTube tomorrow afternoon probably, so you'll be able to watch it then.
Oh yeah.
Well, you've subscribed already.
Yeah,
And get me some subscribers.
I'll subscribe when I'm at home.
Alright, so do you know what the story is of this Pigeon Tower?
No.
Alright, so this whole area was owned by someone called Lord Leverhulme. He built it in about 1850, just really to impress all of his friends. And if you know Rivington Hall Barn, I'll just put the torches there and I'll get the stuff out in a minute.
Do you want me to hold one?
Yeah, you can do, please. If you know Rivington Hall Barn, further down.
Yeah, it's down. They got a wedding on.
Oh, is there a party?
Yeah.
Oh God, I know, that's the thing, isn't it? The Halloween party is really good, you need to go to that, yeah. They'll have it on, they do one on the 26th of October and they'll do one on the 2nd of November.
Are those the weekends?
Yeah, but you have to,
Go to them.
yeah, you have to buy tickets though, and it's fancy dress, but we've been going for years, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's brilliant. But anyway,
Oh God.
right, so Rivington Barn, the Tudor bit, that was just a barn, and the brick bit where you go in and buy tickets and all that, that was actually the house. It belonged to Lord Leverhulme, and he built all this because he was a travelling salesman, and he went out to Japan and he'd seen some gardens that he liked, and he went out to Italy and seen some other gardens that he liked, so when he come back he got the people together to design all of this Rivington Gardens, and this here, this Pigeon Tower, he built that for his wife. She wanted a sewing room where she could make dresses, so he shoved her up here on the moors. So it must have been a brilliant marriage, isn't it? So I've got an EMF meter here, so what we'll do is we'll stick that on, leave it there. If that starts flickering, then we'll have an energy, because there's nothing electric up here.
I love watching these.
They pick up electricity. Tell you what, can you do me a favour, Finn?
Yeah.
Just open that radio up and switch it on. It's one of them that just scans digital all the frequencies, and
What do I do? Just switch on?
yeah, there should be a button on the. I think it's here.
Put it on there.
Yeah, hang on. That's it.
There we go.
Just pull the aerial up. So what we do is I'll leave that rolling. And if anything comes through, sometimes you get voices coming through, you know, when we're asking out.
Is it light meant to be on?
Let's have a look.
Noise,
It might be, batteries might be going a bit down.
It's okay.
We always have technical hitches. Yeah, it's on. So with these, Andy, my husband's got the, you know, the EMF meter, the EVP recorder where you can record voices, so he's got that at the minute. So this is the other thing. What you do with these radios, because they scan all the frequencies, if you ask out, you can get sometimes spirit voices coming through. Is that really properly, right? Must be between. Let's just have a look at it first. Oh, volume. Let's get the volume up on it. Right. So what we do is, I ask out, and then if anybody, you know, the spirit people can come through because it scans the entire area, and sometimes. So, right, we're going to ask out. So have we got anybody related to the Leverhulme family here with us tonight, please? Is Lady Leverhulme here? Right, is this your sewing room? Or is Lord Leverhulme, you've been seen, and you're going to freak out and run now. He's been seen walking up and down these steps in a top hat and a black coat, and people have seen him in the...
Does he like jump at people?
No, it's just like a ghost that goes straight past. It's like he doesn't know we're there, and we, unless we see him, don't know that he's there. So it's like you get different types of paranormal. Like
What happens if we get in his way?
you probably feel. I mean, it's cold tonight, but you probably feel like a nicey cold going past you. That's probably it. Nothing. The only thing that's going to cause you any harm is if people have been messing with demonic stuff and conjuring up demonic stuff, and then that can then turn into a negative energy that can cause you harm. But ghosts, there's literally nothing to worry about at all with ghosts. Well, I always film around because we've caught orbs and that on camera before now. Let's try and get the best thing between. Yeah, so there's a few of us out tonight, different places. Do you watch all the programmes? Yeah, there's quite a few good ones, isn't there?
Loads of it.
Yeah, there's quite a few good ones.
Show on TV.
Ghost Adventures.
Yeah,
They're really good, Ghost
Love watching
Adventures.
that.
Yeah, they've been doing it for 20 years now.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing it for 15 years, but we've only just started YouTube a year ago. And it sort of all the people I know that do it have been doing it for a good 10, 15 years, and we've only just started doing the YouTube thing because it was just a hobby before.
Yeah.
And we spent the night in. We spend the night in all. We've been Ancient Ram, we've been Skirridin, we've been Edinburgh Vaults, we've been Tower of London, outside because they don't let you go in. We've done Jack the Ripper. We've done we're going back down there in December to do Jack the Ripper again. We've done Highgate Cemetery. That's if you're interested in vampires. If you get the Highgate vampire story from Highgate Cemetery in London, it's a real, true vampire story. It's a bit like that Interview with the Vampire film, and the people that were involved in it are still around to tell the story. It's a really weird tale. So we went in there to do that. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll have a walk down. So one of you want to carry that? If that flickers, we've got somebody. This is like your phone going off, yeah? So if that flickers, we stop. Yeah, we should be wearing Ghostbusters t-shirts, innit? I've got a load of them at home as well. I should have brought them out. Didn't expect so many people on a windy night like this.
Well,
Where have you all been anyway? Partying and barbecuing and stuff?
no, we came from cinema.
Oh right, have you? Yeah.
We watched a horror film at the cinema. And then
Oh, you've got to, and then you've got to come up here, haven't you?
We didn't know it was haunted. We just wanted a stroll.
Yeah, it's all haunted. You're always going to get paranormal people up here. Because you just down at the castle at the bottom. You've been there, the lake.
No, I think I did when I was little, but not today. Was not.
Yeah. So if you go to the lower barn, coffee barn, the cafe, yeah, all these places will have be haunted because these is where they used to sit in the summertime.
Oh, so that's
and you guys were just taking selfies there.
Yeah. Well, you know
You guys
what?
get possessed first.
What they say is, if you're taking pictures, do about 50 and compare them because sometimes you might get an orb in the back or a white mist or something showing up on one or two photos that's not in the rest of them. And if you've got that, cameras do play up because what they do is they try and drain the energy from your equipment. So it might be that something's they're attracted to people. If you think about it, right, you're with your friends now, yeah, you're having a good time. They were the same. They were having a good time with their friends back in the day. So if they see a group of young people having a good time, they're going to come forward, and that's why what they do is they'll drain the energies off your equipment for trying to present themselves better. So don't be surprised if that doesn't happen. Oh my God, we'll put you on Spider Patrol. You just pick your job for the night. I need someone on Spider Patrol. She can do that now.
What got you into doing this sort of stuff then?
Oh God, well I grew up in a house that had a ghost. So from Smithles, you know Smithles?
Yeah, near the farms.
Yeah, but not. If you know Harper's Lane,
Yeah.
down near Harper's Lane, the next road to that, I grew up there, and from being about 10, we had real ghostly experiences going on, and my dad saw stuff, my mum saw stuff, my sister witnessed stuff, but none of us actually talked to each other about it. It was only years later when I used to get a knocking on me. Oh yeah, I killed about 3 snails last week. Yeah, I used to get a knocking on my bedroom door at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it really freaked me out. I was only about 13 at the time, so we'll stop here and put the things down just in case. This will be another area. Anything like this is what they used to use for like summer houses, you know, like shelter out of the sun and stuff. But yeah, what happened with me, I had, you don't like going on camera, do you? I had knocking on my bedroom door every single night between 2 and 4 a.m. and it was freaking me out, and I said to my dad, it's freaking me out. He said, Luke, I'm going to get you some books out of the library on ghosts, because he was a big ghost investigator before me. And he got me some books on different haunted houses, and he took me to Smithles Hall and all these other places. So I understood then that it's not to be frightened of, do you know what I mean? Because it's dark and you're hearing noises and you run into lunatics like me and other people that are out tonight. You straight away, because it's dark, your instincts are saying fear, because it's natural to be like that. You've protected yourself, yeah? It's like a safety thing. So your safety thing will kick in. It's like when I'm on my own up here or anywhere else, I hear every sound. It's like I've got radar ears, do you know what I mean? Because you're listening for danger. Yeah. But what we picked up the other week at Tockholes, it was when you have a look at the channel tomorrow, it's called Shocking Noises, and it's 6 minutes long, and it's Andy doing a building like this, and he comes out and you can hear all this wild barking, and it turns into these really long shrieks. It's like something from Jurassic Park. It's well scary. So we've got in touch with a couple of other paranormal channels and they said, yeah, we've had similar and we've all compared, you know, so now everyone's, we're really doing that tonight. But I said, I've got to go off and do a bit of paranormal as well on my own while we're up here. Right, we're not getting anything through there.
This thing down there.
But this, oh, what do you mean?
Like, this one wasn't
This.
bad. The other one down there.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, they're all, I think it's more creepier further down, to be honest, because all these gardens, there's some old, oh my god, why is it doing that? There's some old black and white pictures showing the people in dresses and top hats, you know, that used to sit in these summer houses in summertime and all that, so we know that people used them. But he brought, I mean, these steps, he has been seen coming down these steps, so Lord Leverhulme, if you're with us right now, would you like to come down the steps and show yourself? We've got some new paranormal investigators, so don't let us down. They want to see a ghost. So come forward, we're friendly. If that flashes, then you've got something walking towards. I'm Alison, there's a few of us dotted around tonight, the area, doing investigations.
Should I go further up?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, go on, be brave.
Yeah, you first, mate.
Be brave. This is how it starts. Once you're hooked, that's it then. You won't stop her now. Okay, so we're just using the...
Turn red and then just stop.
Yeah, what it'll do, it'll go up to red if there's a presence. But there's no, it also picks up electricity, but there's none up here, so it shouldn't pick up anything out.
It's going to turn red and she's going to stop moving and then her head's going to be like a 180 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes like we'll film stuff and we don't actually see until we've watched it back that we've picked something up. We did Whitby Graveyard and we filmed the whole thing. When we watched it back, there's a laugh between us. It goes, I'm like, oh my god. So you don't hear it with your ears, but you pick it up on the camera. Or Andy's got the EVP recorder. We'll meet up with him in a bit. And he sometimes will pick things up on that he doesn't hear with his ears. So I think you either pick it up on your equipment and you don't hear it, or you do hear it and you don't pick it up on the equipment. So my dad used to believe that the radio, you've got like all these different channels playing at one time. He used to think that ghosts are on all different levels, like 1500s, 1700s, 1900s, us. And if they're cross, like when you get a radio stuck between two channels, that's when, similar to like us seeing ghosts. But yeah, this whole area, this area, you've got to do it in stages because it's so huge. I think it must be something I've got this setting that up in it. Yeah, it must be. Alright. Yeah, do you want to do that? You just, if you want to just scan a better channel, we can probably see if we can get... Alright, so just watch these steps, guys, going down. Alright, so...
Did you say you wanted to swap through the channels?
Yeah, if you can get, I think just press channel. Is there a channel button? I'm not actually sure how to use it myself, to be honest. People dump this equipment on me, I've no clue. Actually, I can keep it as it is, because if anything's paranormal, it'll come through.
Yeah.
Just watch the steps going down, yeah, don't go flying.
Oh, here we go, I figured it out.
Oh, have you got it, yeah? Alright, so we'll just watch the steps first. These steps also, Lord Leverhulme's been seen going down. So this whole area, I think he just walked around showing his friends around, because he was a businessman and he was like really proud, you know, of what he built and stuff. But there's two ponds. This first pond here, back in the 1970s, two ladies were up here taking photos and it got put in the Bolton Evening News, so you can probably Google it and look it up. When the photos came through, there was a cavalier, like a medieval horseman, stood in the background.
Oh.
Now this place is supposed to have a headless horseman that haunts it as well.
Really?
Yeah, we'll just go up to this little veranda bit first. The pond's down there. No, that's not the pond where my husband's at, he's at the other pond. This one is where the headless, well, he was actually seen like a fully dressed cavalier with the hat, the long hair, the coat, the horse, and they were taking a picture at the other side, and when the pictures come out there was this guy standing in the back, so they put it in the newspaper and everything back in the 70s, because they didn't have like Facebook to load it on or anything back in them days. It all went to the paper, the press. But also George's Lane, which, you know, that road that you were going up to, if you go all the way down to the end, it's been seen like a grey mist down there as well, this horseman. So whilst we're up here, it's just...
What do headless horsemen do then? Are they just...
Well, if he's headless, he's probably been executed in life, and that's why he's presenting as headless now. And he probably galloped over this way because this was the main road from like Preston down to Manchester in them days. They come over the tops. So he probably was heading one way or the other, and then he probably... So it probably wasn't executed here, but he might have been put to executed, and that's how he died. And he's presenting as with no head. But here he presented as a full. If it's the same one, it could be a different ghost. He actually presented here as just a full cavalier, and they got him in the back of his on the photograph in the background, which is something you can do with your phones now. You can stand and take pictures and then look if there's anything standing behind you, because a couple of places, I think Skirridin at Wales, and also there's an abandoned hospital in North Wales, some ladies, the same thing happened to them. They were on a paranormal investigation and they just took pictures, just for Facebook, and there's a hand on one of them like that, a ghostly hand, and on the other one there was somebody stood behind them. So with these mobile pictures now, if you take a few and just check them all out, you might get something in one of them, like a blurry image or anything like
all them
that.
photos.
Yeah, check everything. Yeah, it's a really haunted area. It is, but this, I mean, right the way up to television mast. At the television mast, there's a place called the Scotchman's Stomp. That's where a man was murdered in 1838, I think it was. They've even got his name up. It's like a gravestone. George Henderson, he was shot up there. So there's that. And then further down, there's two mounds called Two Lads. And what happened there? We had some archaeology students up here digging and stuff, and they came across two skeletons. So they sent them off for carbon dating, and it turned out the skeletons were from the 1950s, so they were recent skeletons. So they had to call the police, and it became like a cold case. So the police come out and took the skeletons away and tested them and all that, and it turned out they were related, so they think they were brothers.
Yeah.
So they looked at all the cases, and two brothers went missing from Manchester in the 1950s. They were both chefs, but they were both involved in some gangster stuff, and they think they couldn't prove it, but they think that they could have been their skeletons because they never turned up. And these two skeletons were brothers, and it all from the same era, so it all kind of fit together. But there's a professor who used to come up here with his students digging and stuff, and I used to talk to him all the time because he was always finding stuff, and he believed in paranormal. Yeah, I think he's retired off now. He'll be.
That thing keeps speeding up.
So maybe something's trying to come through. So have we got the horseman here, please? Would you like to come forward and try and speak to us? Would you like to try and show yourself on the camera? Or would you like to try and affect some of the equipment? If you come close to this equipment, we'll be able to hear you. Or if you flicker these lights, if you stand close. If you're down at the pond, we'll come down there and see if we can see you. Because what I'm going to do is go down, walk up, and then we're going to go and meet Andy at the other side, who's as big a nutcase as I am, and he's doing his own investigation up there. Alright, I think, should we carry on then? You guys alright for time, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll show you back where you were, then you're not lost and everything like that.
I know the way back down anyway.
You do? Alright, that's alright then. Don't want you guys to get lost. Alright. We'll make sure you're safe and all that, because we've had people out with us before, do you know what I mean? We don't just leave people in the middle of nowhere. I love getting people involved in this, because the more people who do it, the more stuff we're going to get, and I think handing it down to the next generation is even better still, because you guys will carry it on.
Yeah, well, I've always found this stuff interesting.
Yeah, I think the thing is, you don't really believe in it until you have an experience, and then you do, and then you're all for it. I mean, I have people coming up to me at work and going, I watch your channel but I don't believe, and I'm like, well, that's fine, and you probably won't believe until you actually get something. Yeah, and the only reason I believe is
Is that the sign?
yeah, there will be some.
I saw something on that side. But...
Sorry, can you flash your light over there? Because there was something really creeping me out. Oh, it's a rock!
There's ducks here as well, so there might be.
No, it's that rock that really scared
Oh,
me.
that, yeah.
I could see it from up there. It just
Yeah, you do see strange things in the dark, and I think at night time you think they're like gravestones and things,
Yeah,
and
no,
at daytime you're like,
oh my
okay,
God.
because there's loads of people around, but night time everything looks different.
We'll
We'll fill the pond anyway. Really?
I mean,
into the
Keep your eyes open, because it's round here. He was on that side where he was actually seen.
Yeah. My great grandma, she was a medium.
Was she?
So she's called Lily.
Brilliant. Did she work as a
Lily.
medium?
Yeah, so she was a medium, like I think for all through her life. She was an author as well, but mainly she did that. But she'd say all sorts, like she'd be, because she did people's readings and spoke to, and she communicated to the dead for
Brilliant,
people.
that. What a talent for having it.
But she always believed in it and stuff, and always was really serious about warning people away from doing stuff like Ouija boards, things like that.
Yeah,
she said they were really
way.
dangerous and really evil.
The Ouija boards, you need to know what you're doing with them, really. Yeah.
But
you've got to protect yourself properly if you're going on one of them.
And as well, her daughter and my mum and uncles and granddad, they all lived in a big guest house, but I think it was built in the 1800s, called Low Mill.
Really?
And they lived there for a while, and all of them, my dad went up as well and stayed there for a bit, and they all say that they've seen a woman there.
Really? So if it's called Lower Mill,
It was
can
Low
you tell
Mill,
us a little bit about this place here? How we built it? Yeah, it shows you a little bit of why they built it and stuff like that. So if it was called Lower Mill, it probably was a mill at one time. And that's probably why they get experiences there.
We're quite far. We started here. We started here.
Yeah, there's all them different. All them are all different paths that you can go up and down, steps up and down from the bottom right up to Winter Hill and
They
back.
look a lot longer, that path.
It's nice during the day because the cafes are open and stuff. You know,
really?
yeah, you can see your way around better in the daytime. But there's all steps going all the way down and all the way up. But yeah, you can get the walking trail map, you know, and you can do the map during the day. You can do it at night if you know where you're going, but if you've not been before, it's better to do it by day. I mean, we know this area because we've been coming up here for so many years now. It's, but I always lose this second pond that we're heading back to. Don't ask me how. It's like below Witch up here.
Oh,
You know, like it keeps, it keeps changing the scenery. You'll come up and then you're like, I'm sure that weren't there before.
Well, this is where that deal ran past me.
Was it here? Yeah.
This guy's there.
So we've got another veranda here, haven't we? Shall we stand on there and see if we can get anything here? I think the last time me and Andy were up here, we picked up a ladies' tea party up by the pond. We was running some equipment, and Andy's got like spirit talker, so when we meet him after, he's got the spirit talker on, so he picks up messages and stuff. So up here we got a lot of ladies last time. It was like ladies viewing, you know, like just taking the view, because back then all these trees wouldn't have been as big. You'd have been able to get a good view over there with Blackpool and what have you. So are there any spirit people who would like to come forward whilst we're standing on this veranda here? Would you like to come and affect the EMF meter? If you flicker that, we know that you're present and we can talk to you. Or if you prefer, you can try and come through the radio. It's whistling again, that, innit? Sometimes I think it's like the trying when you get that whistling. Come forward, we're friends. Don't be frightened of us, we're not here to harm you. We're just here to talk to you, find out who you are. And if the horseman is here, we'd like you to come forward, please, because we know that people have witnessed you before up here. See, some of these things weren't built when he was here, so he probably would haunt more the pond, because that's always been there. Yeah, there's a tunnel. Now then steps down there, if we can get down to them. That's another place where they've seen Lord Leverhulme walking. I think we'll go that way actually, then we'll go along and come back to the other pond and then meet up with Andy, and then what we'll do is you can have a chat with your husband for a bit and then we'll walk you up to the road so you know where you are and you're not lost, yeah? Oh yeah. Yeah, you see all kinds of things like that. It's nice like that, you know, for natural wildlife and stuff.
Are you grabbing your drinks?
Alright. I just need a torch. Can I just borrow that torch? You do take the radio on and I'll take the torch. Alright, we'll see if I think we can get down on these steps.
I've been to one place that was meant to be haunted. It's in Ireland.
Oh really?
I think it's called the Devil's Hole.
Not on the south coast, Loftus Hall.
Yeah, I went.
You've been to Loftus Hall?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
went
god,
with my granddad
that is on my paranormal list though.
I think I was 6 and he dangled me over the edge, which wasn't very fun, but we went there.
Loftus Hall, it's one of the biggest paranormal areas. Everybody wants to go there.
Well, he took my dad when he was little, because my granddad's Irish, so
Yeah.
he grew up near there, in like a really small town.
We'll go down
So he
these
took
steps.
my dad there, and my dad never went again, because he didn't want to. But I went over once
Yeah,
with my granddad
yeah.
to see some of my family, and he took me there to see it, and it was, nothing happened really, but it was just really eerie.
Is it like a big hall, a big house?
Yeah, but then there's like a statue of like a man. I can't remember it clearly because it was when I was younger, but it's like well known around there
Yeah.
for being like a place for seeing some freaky things.
I think if it's the same place, if it's Loftus Hall, it's where there was 4 people playing cards one night and a stranger just turned up at the door and it was like windy and raining outside, so he said I need shelter for the night and they let him in and he stayed for a couple of nights. He started having a fling with one of the women and So anyway, they're all playing cards.
Oh, it's flashing. It's flashing.
It's flashing.
Is it? All right, let's stop here then. So we've got something here in this area
No,
then.
it's still flashing.
Yeah, that's okay. So just pop it down on the wall.
It went right to the road.
Yeah, so what it is, there's something. See, Lord Leverhulme walks
I'm
down
going to
all
take
of
a
these
picture of
steps.
it as well.
Yeah, take pictures because this is the thing that it's going to show up on photos. Well, he has been seen down these steps at all different parts, so he could be anywhere. Lord Leverhulme, are you coming forward now because we're doing paranormal? Please come forward. Please show yourself. Let us hear you on the camera. When we load this up tomorrow, if you watch it back, just listen because sometimes we pick up voices that we can't hear when we're actually here. If you're there, please come forward.
Red. It's gone
Yeah, so there's something then here. Yeah, there's something then. I think it's probably going to be him. He's the most one that haunts this place. Because Lord Leverhulme, he owned all this. It was his land. It was like his garden, if you like, this place. So he frequents it a lot. He's okay. He's an okay guy, actually. He's just, I think he just walks up and down and he's happy to show it around. Yeah, you feel sometimes when you spend a lot of time in these places, you do like just pick up what kind of people they are. And I think he's the kind of person who just loves to show his garden off. And he's like,
you would do if you've
yeah,
done all
yeah,
this
come on,
work,
show
don't
you
you?
around. Yeah, so he's probably just. They're not all. People think ghosts are negative, but the majority of the time they're not. They're just the same as us, but they've passed over and they're just coming back, for company. The only ones are the ones that people conjure up and do stupid things with. That don't mess with all that. It's too dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Some people do, but I wouldn't recommend.
You think it's flashing red?
Yeah, well, what it picks up on energy is the EMF meter. So electricians will use it for finding electric sources and all that. But if we're out in a place like this where there's no electricity and it's flashing red, then it's picking up on an energy because ghosts are meant to carry like an electrical energy.
Yeah.
That's why they drain torches and things like that. So sometimes if you've got a torch, it suddenly goes off. We've had sometimes a couple of torches go at the same time. They're draining the energy so they can try and materialise and show you a bit more of themselves. All right, we'll go down and go across and go up to the other pond. And then we'll see what.
Red, should we let you know?
Yeah, if it flashes red, we'll just stop and call out because even though we might not get anything right now, when we play this footage back on the laptop tomorrow, if you watch it on your big screens or whatever, you'll be able, the bigger the screen, the better because is it? All right, let's pop it on the wall there.
Just because it was flashing quite a lot.
These steps, Winter Hill Paranormal, who we've just started working with, he's been up and down these steps and he said this is this bit here where that archway there, he said this is a really active area for Lord Leverhulme. His wife, she comes up on her own and does the vigils and she said the same. She said it's really active and people have actually seen him as a grey figure in the past. Lord Leverhulme, if you're here, would you like to come up the steps please? We want to see your garden and we're a bit lost. We need you to show us the way. We've come to see your garden, your Italian gardens. They're called Italian gardens so far down and then they turn into the Japanese gardens, so there's like a bit of both going on. And people call them Italian gardens and then people start arguing and going, no, they're the Japanese gardens. It's like the ball.
Do you want me to
Have you got the EMF meter there? Yeah. So I'll carry on. I think it's him walking up and down.
It's a torch.
Yeah, just if you can get a better...
Do you want me to start your thing's flashing?
Is it? Oh, yeah, sometimes that does. I think it's just... It needs new batteries, I think. That. Alright.
Oh, it's flashing again.
Is it? So this is the area where he's been seen. I think it's him. Yeah, I think it's probably him. Yeah, it probably is. Thank you, Lord Leverhulme, if that's you. If you can do anything else for us, please do so. If you can speak into the camera. Maybe he's fluent in Japanese. Maybe that's him and he's speaking Japanese. It's not Latin, is it? Not with flipping spooky if it is.
Oh, that's the radio station again.
Just keep it
Yeah.
on.
Lord Leverhulme or Lady Leverhulme, if you can come through this radio with a message and let the guys hear you, that would be great.
612.
Yeah, so he's obviously around then. He's obviously around. But there would have been a lot of people walking up and down here because it was a popular walking spot, so it could be other people besides.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it could be other people, because it's a popular walking route, it could be other people from other areas, passing, just walking up and down and you're picking them up.
Yeah.
like when you go to hospitals and things like that, they're really active places because so many people have gone in and out over the years, do you know what I mean? It's they put high emotion in hospitals too, so even now if you go to the hospital, if you go off to a quiet area, you can pick something up there quite often because it's attached to worrying about people and having sick people, your relatives and that, or your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, my mum was in hospital at Bolton and we went down to do at the morgue. Yeah, we managed to get the chapel arrest. But you know, nothing happened down there. But then I thought, well, these people are at rest, aren't they? That's probably why. Right. I think we'll get down to the road and then turn left and go back that way and climb back up and then we'll get to the other pond. Is it going again? Yeah. This is exactly where the other guys said they picked up paranormal, so we've got it as well. Sometimes that's good because you've got two different groups getting the same evidence, so you know that this. So if ever you want to come back and do your own paranormal, you know to get to this bit here. You don't want to do it. It's not for everybody, is it? If you walk into it and you get roped in, then that's it, isn't it?
If I walk into it, then yeah, okay, fine.
Well, you know what? I think everything happens for a reason, and you just have chance meetings with people. And even if you only do this for half an hour in your life, it's half an hour of your life spent doing something else, isn't it?
I think if you whipped out a Ouija board right here and now.
Yeah, we have got one, but we only use it on our own because really you need to know what you're doing with that. You know, you need to study it, you need to have a good knowledge of the occult, you need to know what's coming through, then you can push it back if it's something negative. You really need to know your stuff, so we don't use it with other people.
To be honest, I would have run away if you actually...
Yeah, well we have, no, we've not got it with us tonight. We only take that to, like, we've took it to lunatic asylum. If we've done, sometimes we work with ghost, I forgot what they're called now, flipping out, we've worked with them, I can't remember the name. Haunted happenings, we sometimes work for haunted happenings, and what they do is they hire buildings out and sell tickets so people can go in, and then we help them with Ouija boards, seances. Oh, is it? Yeah.
My camera as well.
Oh, do you know what, take some pictures round here on you and see if anything shows up, but just don't point it at any torches.
Oh, I wish I had my phone, but it got...
Yeah, if you, I'll switch my torch off, and if you just take some pictures around here, the steps and that, you might pick something up. Yeah, just while she takes some pictures. Yeah, it's flashing like mad, isn't it? Yeah, I'll do a dozen pictures or so and see if Lord Leverhulme, if you'd like to come forward, we're going to take some photos and you can show yourself on this camera. Yeah, just on the top. It's a bike like that actually. It's a charge up one. Yeah, just keep your finger on that, it'll go off. That's it.
I see.
Yeah. Alright, so we're in the dark now. So Lord Leverhulme, if you would like to step forward. You're flashing the EMF meter so we know you are here. We're going to take some photos. And if you'd like your photograph taken, because you know what photos are, they have them about in your time, you'll be on our photos. Because they used to have black and white photos. Yeah, them are good pictures to take because sometimes you can have like something in the background or you know,
like photobobbing us.
Yeah, or a hand. I hate to tell you that, but you can get like a hand. I've brought you around Remington to tell you that now.
I hope there's a full-grown man standing behind you.
I hope so. I mean, I know it would freak you out when you see it, but I hope it's such good footage that. Really would.
Can we send it you on YouTube or anything if there is?
What you can do is when you watch the videos, if you just leave a comment and all that, where we can reach you and then I can get in touch with you. That's what we do with other people, you know, the comment bit.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we've got it.
It's lit up over there,
It's
isn't
actually
it?
highlighted in light.
Let's have a
Why is
look.
it red?
Yeah.
Have you got your thing? Oh yeah, it's a charge up one, so I'll just have to switch it. Yeah, it's a bike light. Do you want to take that little one and I'll take this one because it's just the lighting's better. Oh, sorry.
I didn't know which one
It's
was
alright.
Sorry. There we go.
Yeah, we was talking to him and then it started flashing on the way
Yeah,
down.
so that's because he's probably stood chatting away back to and he's probably like really frustrated that we can't hear what he's saying. So we might have picked him up on the camera. Let's carry on along and go back up to the other pond then because I've got 10...
If you want to keep on messing with this.
Yeah, if they come through, they'll just... Yeah, it's just ghosts passing by because you don't always see them with your eyes. Do you know what I mean? You can just pick them up on the equipment sometimes.
Yeah,
Right, just going to try and find the way back to that other pond.
Sorry, how do we put this back onto the 6?
It don't really matter, to be honest, as long as we've got that noise coming through. Right, I think what we might do, because that's going down and down into the woods, I think we'll go back the way we came and back, and then, because then I know we're not going to get lost. All right.
This is the way we came up.
Oh, did you come up this way? So if we go back the way that you came, and then if you want to come down and meet Andy, or if you want to carry on your way, it's up to you. I think you should come and meet him, because he's a big paranormal. He's really big on the occult. My husband, he's studied witchcraft, he's studied everything. He's a really good person, but he's studied really in depth, a lot of books.
What's it doing?
It's like picking up on steps or something.
Yeah, so it's probably this Lord Leverhulme and his friends walking up and down. So what we'll do is we'll backtrack to the pigeon tower, go along the road and then down some steps to the pond. That's where Andy's working right now, and then we'll see if he's had anything, because he's running Spirit Talker. You know, the Spirit Talker where you get ghosts coming through with messages.
Yeah.
And he's got the SLS camera, and he's got EVP recorder, which means you can ask questions and then listen it back and see if you get any replies.
Really?
Yeah, so we'll see if he's had anything. This is really a haunted path.
I thought ghosts would be in a certain frequency.
Yeah, that's the belief that they are, and that's why sometimes they can come through radios. I mean, we've been in places like abandoned hospital in Wales. We went in the ward bits, we went up to the morgue bit, and we got like a high-pitched shriek, like a wail, what you think, like a ghostly wail. So anything like that, we didn't hear it with our ears, but when we played it all back, it was there. So a lot of this stuff, you don't get it, you don't feel like you've got anything, but when you watch it back, you have.
Radio station.
Yeah.
Radio station.
So if you'd like to come through Lord Leverhulme, or if your wife is here, I'd love to know why you built that sewing room all the way up there.
I know.
It's nice, isn't it? It's the message there, isn't there? Did you hear anything then? No.
Oh, wait,
Did you
is
hear
it a radio
something?
station? Sounds like a woman.
Yeah. Oh God, it's all,
Sorry, it's on my wrist.
No, it's the back of one anyway. It's only our camping radio.
Okay.
I think if we go that way, we'll get back to that other pond. We won't need to climb back up to the road. I think we can get this way.
So it's just going right.
Yeah, it's like sometimes at night, because there's so many steps and past you, you lose your bearings yourself.
Yeah.
But we're heading this direction, we'll get there. I'm glad I've had some company actually, because sometimes I'll be on my own doing this.
Yeah, I can't. I would love to do this on my own, but
I think you have to do it a long time, and then you get the courage to do it on your own. But
it's just getting lost.
yeah. We save our breath now for climbing steps, innit?
Definitely getting our steps in.
They say this is good for us, do you believe them? At least step aerobic people, God, they're mad. Oh no, see, there's always one in there. There's always one. Yeah, but you know what? Ghosts are attracted to people with loads of energy. Yeah. Oh no! Ghosts are attracted to people with loads of energy.
You like tripping people?
Yeah, he might have done. Because you're the only guy here, so he might see you as a bit of a threat. He might see you as a bit of competition.
I'm flattered.
Or he might have a son of your age and he's like thinking, I'll have a laugh with him.
No, he's a nice guy. Don't say that. He's like he's evil, he's dumb. He'll have you.
Yeah, but like, wasn't it normal?
Right, we're back on flat ground now. Alright, so if we carry on up here and then make a left, we'll get up to that other pond. I didn't want to take us too far down there, we'll end up climbing the steps at the other side. Oh, let's get our breath back. Yeah, so we've been doing this dogman stuff lately, last 3 or 4 weeks, because we heard them strange sounds. We've been coming out at night and lighting.
Oh my God, it's doing it at the same time as well.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, the torch keeps flashing.
Is it really? Right, so we've got something
this
there.
was flashing and that did it at the same time.
So what you need to do when we've loaded this footage up, watch it back and see if you can pick anything out, like voices or a breath or anything like that. Because sometimes when the equipment's going, it picks up on camera if there's something, a voice or whatever. Oh, you get my breath back. Right, so Lord Leverhulme or anybody else at all, if you're here, would you like to come forward again? We've picked you up a couple of times already, that's good. And also, if you can present yourself on this camera for people to see or hear, If you've got any message you want to say to anybody, or if it's anybody else, any other spirits that might want to come forward and give a message to somebody, maybe somebody here. Or maybe you just enjoyed walking in this place.
It is a beautiful walk.
It's nice, it's lovely during the day. You know, if you bring a picnic and stuff.
Yeah, I have been,
You've been before?
but not around this part.
Yeah. I wonder where they go. There's some other buildings up there, you see, so it might lead to them. I think if we carry this way and then go left, we'll come back to that other
It's
pond.
flashing a little bit.
Yeah, so it's picking up presences. But this path would have been used for a good 150 years, in nearly 200 years. I think how many people have tread along it in that time.
Do you think the Headless Horseman would travel this far out from the pond?
Maybe. He has been seen on George's Lane and he has been seen at the pond. So
It's a good path to
yeah,
go for
he could go anywhere really. I mean, he probably will stick with his normal route, but there's no reason why he wouldn't come and try some other paths. Especially, I think if they know you're doing paranormal and they want to come through and make contact, let you know they're there, then they will try. Because for some of them it's like, oh brilliant, I can get through and make these people jump, I can show them. It's like a bit of a laugh for some of them.
It's a bit of fun for them.
Yeah, we've never had anything bad or dangerous happen to us. We've had some really freaky things on the camera, but sometimes spirits don't realise how loud they're being, or they don't realise that sometimes if something like a picture falls down, they don't realise how much energy they've got and it just comes crashing down and stuff. So we've come to another summer house thing.
Were these used for storage and things then?
They were for sitting in. They'd sit in and have sandwiches and tea and then read the newspaper and sit with the picnic areas. Yeah. It really was. He had it built really to show it off to his friends. Look how much money I've made. Look at people do now when they've got big houses and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And we've done well. It's like the bling house of the day. This. So he would have wanted to impress the people that he knew and stuff. So yeah, they'd have been all summer houses. And if there was any ladies in these summer houses,
That's a beautiful one.
that's nice, isn't it? It reminds you of ladies, don't it? You can imagine ladies taking tea. Are there any ladies?
Say if I picked that rose now, I'm not going to.
Yeah,
But say if I picked it off, would
Yeah.
he chase me? Would he be angry?
I don't know. Do you know what? I have no idea. I guess it depends on what the ghost. If it was ladies, they'd probably be like, please don't pick the flowers, something like that. But I can't think. I've not heard of anything being really nasty up here or anything like that. It's a nice flower, that.
Oh, the torch is flashing again, by the way.
Yeah, it does have a flashing sequence. If you press it again, it might go back to normal. So you might
It
just.
just does that.
Okay, yeah.
Is that just
It has got a flashing sequence on it, so if you've hit the button, it might just go to flashing sequence. Yeah, the best thing to do is take pictures and stuff, because you never know what you're going to see. Yeah, so we're at one of the summer houses again now, Rivington. Leverhulme Park, Lord Leverhulme's estate. And we're taking loads of... Yeah, that's brilliant. So it is... Is it not your phone? Yeah.
No, it's not my phone.
So normally the phones don't set it off. You can put it right by your phone and the phones don't affect... Yeah, they're not supposed to affect it.
My phone's off.
You go around the flower? No,
Yeah, you never know. It could be a ghost gardener, couldn't it, looking at the flowers?
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's definitely... Yeah. See, they might be joining in. They could be joining in with what you're doing, posing for pictures.
There we go.
Yeah, ask it to hold your hand. Hold the lady's hand and be in the photograph, please.
Could you be in my photograph, please?
Yeah, hold her hand and be in the photograph.
Be under my arm. Hold my hand.
That would be brilliant if you picked some up now. Wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he's a ghost. He can walk through walls.
Yeah, let's do this.
Can you do a pose with her, please?
Yeah, stand close to the ladies and see if you can get in the photograph.
Yeah, get in the... We'll have a girl's photograph.
Yeah.
Right to the rose.
Go on, stand with the ladies and have your photograph taken.
It's flashing. I hope it's in the photo.
It'd be brilliant if we did get something there, wouldn't it?
It'd be great if it was just sat here.
Yeah, it would.
Oh my god, it's flashing so much. It's getting
It might be something there though.
Could you put your arm around it?
Yeah, let's see your hand.
Namer.
You're very brave, ladies. You're very brave.
I thought they don't do anything.
Still going.
Sorry, it's
Yeah, it could be, ladies. You never know.
just about to do this.
It'll be really good, wouldn't it? If we get a photograph on of somebody in that photo.
So we've got some snacks and stuff if you'd like anything.
What? Oh, have you? Well, we'll meet up with Andy and we've got torches and everything up there.
We've got loads of
obviously.
sweets. We've got
Oh, have you?
like
Okay.
Polish drink.
All right. Yeah, brilliant.
It was about to watch the photo
All right.
It blinked twice.
Let's head back to that pond then and meet up when you finish doing your...
Do you want to hold the thing?
Yeah, let's get loads of pictures done in it. I'm just going to end this video now because I can only do 45. Alright guys, so we're going to end the video here. So the guys are taking photographs and asking out to see if any ghosts show up, and hopefully, you know, we'll get some footage. So we're going to go and regroup with Andy now and see what he's been doing. And then we're going to continue with our dogman search, do part 2 of that. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, and see you all very soon. Yeah, okay, take care, bye.